Okay, so Sheryl, how do you sort through the facts and information that you've gathered to make a decision?
Well, first of all, avoid your personal biases and your family's personal biases.
That's difficult to do with family.
It is, it is. Assumptions about your loved one's well-being, which we all do it, are not the way to go. Again, you want to look at the facts of what's happened. You can make a list of assumptions based on the fact that you have a feeling, but don't just operate off of those. Approach the subject really carefully. Don't be threatening. Don't make the person feel like there's an interrogation, and consider the basis of your concerns. You want to make sure that you're not making them feel that something big is changing and coming, that they don't have control over. Make sure that you understand any unstated anger and frustrations from the past that have probably cropped up, and that you want to not have that turn into something that feels like it's about judgment.
Okay.
Do not judge your loved one.
Okay.
And if there's more than one of you approaching this, the two of you, don't judge them, don't judge each other. That's not what this is about. Keep your focus on what the goal here is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, and you said if there's somebody else involved, that raises another question. Who should be involved in this conversation?
You know, it always should involve all siblings. Now, they may not all live close by, they may not see mom and dad for more than a year, but it really needs to involve everyone. And the problem is mom and dad may communicate differently and give different information to different people. So again, everybody doesn't have all the information. Make sure that anybody that lives far away and can't come to see them, that they don't feel left out, and that you can easily express to them, you know, kind of the magnitude of what you feel is going on and why you think it's important for everybody to communicate with each other. And they may have things to offer just based on phone conversations.
Okay. So when we're having the conversation, what would you say is probably the most important things to discuss during this conversation to be successful?
Well, make sure that you're utilizing a plan that you've all talked about. You really need to think ahead of what you're doing here. The focus is their safety, their well-being,
Right.
their health. So really stick to setting realistic goals going into that conversation. An hour is as long as you should have, because it's tiring, it's emotional. And if you push them
Probably begins to feel like an interrogation a little bit.
Yeah, if you push it to an hour and a half or 2 hours, they're exhausted.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a little emotionally involved. Determine the correct setting. That's important. It's not good to say, right after Christmas dinner, we've done the dishes and everything. Let's all go sit down around the tree and let's start talking about this serious thing.
Okay.
That's not really the time. Keep that the happy holiday time. The next day might be more appropriate to do that. And where would they be most comfortable without feeling like they're being put out and everybody's kind of putting them on display? Really think through those things, and only address the facts again. Be respectful, be calm.
Okay, so you've hit on a lot of this, I know already, but what are some of the things that we can do to make sure that the conversation stays positive so that we don't have problems?
Listen with the intent to understand instead of thinking how you need to respond.
Okay.
Listening is very important, and seniors tell me all the time, no one wants to listen to me. They don't feel that they're given the opportunity to be heard. So express your love, express your concern, so that they really hear what it is you're feeling, and keep that anger and frustration inside.
Okay.
Keep it very simple and comfortable, conversational. That's critically important. This is not a time to vent.
Gotcha.
Not a time to vent.
Okay. Thank you, Sheryl.
You're welcome.